PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Well, I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 26th day of August. Tropical Storm Danny on the board. Moisture increasing here across the Deep South. A pretty good bit to talk about today, so let's get right to it. We'll go to some of the Skycam shots around the network today. First off, from Gadsden. It's looking east from the top of Lookout Mountain. You can see the Coosa River down there in the distance and a partly sunny sky. Another river shot there. That's the Demopolis Skycam down below the Tombigbee River, looking north from the Demopolis Civic Center. And from Mount Cheahaw, always a lovely sight. A partly sunny, hazy, late summer day. Here's our water vapor satellite shot. Got a Pacific system that's west of Baja. Danny forming, that's east of the Bahamas. Interesting little upper low feature that's over Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's kind of dropping to the south, and we've got some convection firing on the western flank of that thing. And, you know, sometimes when upper level lows drift into the Gulf, surface reflections can develop. We'll just keep an eye on that. I'm not saying it will. Temperatures below Moss. You know, the guidance they keep trying to suggest will be up in the 90s today. That's not happening. We're in the upper 80s. Birmingham at 87. The moisture in the soil is excellent. That keeps us cooler than what the models are looking at, and also a pretty decent amount of cumulus clouds, pretty good cumulus feel today. The radar, as expected, not much out there. I mean, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 showers all over East Alabama or western Georgia. Most everybody will be dry tonight. Convective outlook, the guys at SPC have put up a slight risk over the Texas coastal plain, including Houston and Galveston, for the activity that's on the western flank of the upper level low. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning at 7 o'clock. This is suggesting, about, a tenth of an inch near the shoals and 2 inches at Dothan. Obviously, the better rains will be on the eastern side of the state. And, of course, the other interesting thing to look at is what's happening up there in New England. That rain is from Danny, the tropical storm, or maybe a minimal hurricane by then, from Chesapeake Bay up to Kennebunkport, Maine. And there could be some big-time rains up there for places like Boston and New York City. And that could also mean some airport delays, needless to say, late this week. Here's a look at the tropics. Danny is on the board just east of the Bahamas. Wave coming off the coast of Africa with a little chance of development based on that look. Here's a look at Danny, and it's not really a super-duper organized system, but the recon guys found tropical storm force winds and a close circulation, so the upgrade was made. And the modeling, fairly consistent. Most of the models keep it offshore, like Bill. Sideswiping the East Coast. But the WRF, or the NAM, if you will, it brings it up there toward Long Island and moves it inland into New England. For the moment, that's an outlier. One way or the other, it'll be windy and wet on the immediate coast. And remember, this is not going to be a big, Category 4 or 5 hurricane. It'll be a Category 1. If it reaches that, it could be a strong tropical storm. Not the kind of thing that's going to produce just a whole bunch of damage. There's a look at the intensity scheme off the modeling. You can see that a few of the models do ramp it up into a Category 1. Many of them keep it a tropical storm along the entire life cycle through 5 days. And there's the official track of the Hurricane Center. They take it almost to the coast of Maine by Sunday morning. And again, one way or the other, whether it's on the coastline or just offshore, it's going to be windy and wet on the immediate coast, and that could create some airport issues this weekend. Again, for New York City and Boston, so if you're flying up through there, just be aware of that. Look at the modeling. This is the 12Z GFS at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Thursday. And again, you can see that weakness in the ridge down through here. That's that upper level low that's been kind of hanging around. The core westerlies are up north. Down below that, the deeper moisture is over East Alabama. We'll mention a chance of a shower tomorrow, the better chance along and east of I-65. And there's Danny off in the Atlantic. Friday, the GFS brings Danny closer to the coast. We have pretty skimpy moisture. This run doesn't look overly aggressive. We're going to mention the chance of scattered showers and storms Friday. And like we talked about all week, I don't think is a big problem for these high school football games Friday night. Having said that, yeah, there could be a shower in spots, but not really a widespread kind of thing. Now, Saturday, the GFS all of a sudden brings Danny up to near Cape Cod. It also is a bit of an outlier on the left side of the guidance envelope. And really, one way or the other, the effect's going to be about the same. It'll be windy and wet up there. Around here, a surface front approaches, and that will be a day, again, with a chance of scattered showers and storms. Sunday, this is back in the upper levels. The trough axis a little farther west on this run. That's the reason that GFS has adjusted the track of Danny farther west. And also, that means that the front might be a little late in getting here. There's a look at Sunday at midday. The front just getting into the shoals up in northwest Alabama. So we'll probably just go ahead and mention a chance of scattered showers and storms on Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, we get into dry, refreshing continental air. It's going to feel good. Highs only low 80s. We'll be close to 60 Monday morning. Tuesday, we'll be in the 50s, I think, Tuesday morning. That'll feel great. Again, low humidity, a beautiful day. And Wednesday of next week, a week from today, same deal. Dry, very, very comfortable. Peek out there at the end of the forecast, 9/11. And you can see that we've got the core westerlies are up north, pretty strong shortwave up in the Canadian border. And that looks pretty typical for early September. And again, no sign of any issues with tropical weather problems in the Gulf, in the modeling at least. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.